Okay, so we are live and it was so quick. So just before coming here, so it's setting and I'm waiting for some time because there are so many screens on my transition is happening on my screen, just to say that. Okay, so I'm going to.
Okay, so we are live and it was.
Okay. I'm watching myself, watching. So now those who are getting the notification and coming here, and there would be some people who are going to watch this as a recording. So you can see the title, Yogini is now Yogini Priyanka. And every time I see like Yogini, I also be aware that are my spellings okay? Is this okay? Is that okay? So I'm being aware that what my blind spots, like what was hidden thoughts in my side when I was child. And, all of that is creating our life right now. So I'm being aware of that. So now let me go back again. This is Yogini Priyanka. So Yogini is your genie. And right now, like I have not stopped working as Yogini. So Yogini is somebody who practices yoga. And my journey began 23 years ago. Quite a long time. And you may be seeing that what happened to her age is reversing. So that's one of the byproduct of when you practice yoga and you are in these kind of modality, which lets you create anything, period. But do I fall? Yes. Do I feel fatigue? Yes. Do I go off track? Yes. So all of that happens. And while I was just telling you that my journeys began 23 years ago. So my journey of learning and teaching began together. And how come? So I learned something, even if I would learn one lesson, it was in my blood that I would share it with people. So initially I shared for free. And when I left my job, so after a month, I decided to leave my job and pursue this as my career, as my bread and butter. Then I started taking money out of it. But before that, whatever I would learn, I started sharing it with people. So I was being so generous, and that was in my blood. And maybe that was I was destined to do that. So you might see that I keep on announcing something like my free sessions, and you are welcome to join. And I pour the same love which I paid on my which I which I pour on my paid clients versus those who are opting for my free session. So free is my greatest contribution to the community, where people are like, they are not my clients yet, or they may not be my clients, but I can touch their life in a very unique way, in a contributing way. So this live video is not scripted. As you can see, I'm going from one place to other place. So let's decide what am I going to say here, which would be a contribution to you. And anything other than that, will you destroy and uncreate all that time's gut ceiling? Yes, pod and POC. So pod and POC is something magical which you can use. It's access conscious free tool, and I'm using it. I'm using it generously and I'm seeing the results. So what happened is, initially in the beginning, I was saying our thoughts creates our life, and our words are because we have certain way of thinking, and then we say this whenever you hear something, whenever you see somebody coming in your life and maybe contribute whichever way, but you will say certain words for them. Where are those coming from? So those are coming from the designed, the already designed thought process, which you have set your system which way, which is the program for your system, of your system, which runs your whole life. And now, can you change it? Yes, you can change it. So one of the ways for and parking. Another way is there are so many programs. So I am doing one such program, which is Landmark. And there we are being trained to see what is there and what we can choose. So we come up from the possibilities. So there are many, many options. There are immense options, opportunities for you to be able to work on yourself. So now this journey is whenever you are awakened, you will start your journey inwards. Rather than saying out there what's happening, what's not working, or those people are not good, you will change the programming inside. Once that program is changed, your world will start reflecting in a different way. People are good. This world is worthy living here. This world is contributing. People are so good around me. They are contributing. And I am above all, I am contributing to them. So all of this will create a different world for you. And that's what we are creating here. And that's where my title goes from Yogini to Yogini. Ask and it is given. So whatever your dreams are, aspirations are, I can help you in creating all those. So seeing where you're not able to see, like, when you're driving a car and you're driving in a 5-lane car, in a big road, like where 5 lanes are there, and maybe you're driving in the center lane and there are left and right cars and cars. Now, how would you drive if you're not able to see your blind spots? So what we do, we invest in high-tech cars where blind spots are, if the blind spots are being suggested and we are being told about the blind spots, our journey becomes so easy. What if we don't have those high-tech programming in the car? We buy small side mirrors so that we can small blind spot visibility mirrors so that we can put it on the side, and with that, you know and that is helpful for us to see the blind spots. So that is another way. So we outsource, we resource something which is helping us to see our blind spots, period. So if it is that important, why don't we invite somebody who can make us see our blind spots? Or we evolve so much where I am able to now open to see that what are my blind spots? What do I think about people? People are selfish. This world is not, people, they don't mean what they say. And those were all in my, I wasn't aware of those. So I will act from a distance that people are different and I am different. But now, after working on myself for so many years and years and years, and life gives you lesson what you need the most. So life happened and life is my biggest teacher. So I could learn that nobody is out there to take advantage of me. Period. So I'm not saying no. Like, people are helpful. They are loving, they're caring, they're contributing. So I'm coming from this intention that people are loving, they're caring, they're helpful, and they let me be a contribution. So now the whole game changed. So what I'm seeing is, like, I am attracting the clients who are ready for a transformation, because now they're ready. They're ready for my contribution. They are ready to work on themselves. And if they do so, if I work with those clients, what is the outcome? The only possibilities are a transformation, abundance, joy, peace, health, and it is endless, that we can create anything, we can be anything, we can do anything by asking for help and doing whatever is needed to be done. So period. And if that is your intention today, you can comment below, and I will check all the comments, and I'm good at responding. Me and my team will do everything to help you out. So now, let me tell you a funny story. When I began losing my weight, I was only worried to get into my old clothes. And this is how my journey began. At that time, did I had problems, physical like ailments? Yes, I do. But I wasn't worried about them at the age of 25 when I began my journey. I was only worried about how can I fit into my jeans? And that intention started when I was 22. That I started like after right after my marriage, after a year or so, I started putting on weight because of the hormonal imbalance, because of my thyroid, because of my PCODs, PCOS, all of those problems. I had all those problems. So because of those, I had anemia. I was fatigued, but the only thing I had was I was happy. No matter what, I was happy. So that was something. And then I saw times when I wanted to be happy, but I couldn't be happy. So I saw those time as well. But when I'm saying that, so that made me think of that how many people would need this and how many people are looking for the eternal joy, which they are missing out now. So my journey only began with that I want to come into, fit into my old clothes, like my old pair of jeans. That's what the intention was. And the only problem was that we were going through financial crisis and I had to take up a job. And the job was that after doing engineering and there was a long gap that I did not pursue my engineering career at that time. Rather, because I was thinking inside my thoughts, my mind, I was thinking that I'm not enough. I'm not good enough. I'm not smart enough. But then I was a fighter. So whatever, no matter what, I tried something. So I started working in a call center, night shift job, which is like, it's for new people, anybody can do. And I was at the age of 25. So I started doing night shift and sometimes I would do double hours, like 16 hours job to make money. So financial crisis were that much and I was doing it happily, but then I knew that I have to make money for my family. So I did that. And having said that, that extra work when you'll do there would be a toll on your body. So my body was asking that liberate me, give me some rest and take care of yourself. But then Priyanka was, I am not enough. So out of that, what rather I did was helping others, like, doing extra for them so that they see I am enough. And whole time, I did not see that I am enough. There is nothing to be changed. So I was coming from this. So weight loss was a struggle initially. And after night shift job, when I used to come back home at 3, my kids were used to be awake that time. And I needed to take care of them, their sleep. And because being a mother, like no matter how much other people are lovingly taking care of them, they need mother after all. So I used to be awake at my work and I used to be awake while I would come back. But there was some stubbornness, I would say a good determination in me, which did not let me stop and made me get up after 2 hours sleep, after 3 hours sleep, and I would go in the park, morning park, jogger parks, and would try free yoga. So now I have come to a point where I have gotten this for free. So let me share this with people. So soon I started taking up small batches in yoga park and, morning park and would teach them yoga. I also took one-on-one classes, like whatever people would give me, I was okay with that. And then after a month, I thought leaving that job, the night shift job, and I wanted to share and make yoga my career. So I wanted to help people and wanted to make money out of this. So this was my next thought, that I can help people and people will lovingly pay me money for that. So that changed my life. And out of that, many big clients, like big elite people, those who are elite in their social status and also elite in their thoughts, in their way of being. So Mr. Ketan, Mr. Modi, Mrs. Manisha Singh, and many Mrs. Atya Zaidi, Shireen Bhan, Nivedita Joshi, Nivedita Tiwari. So all of those are big names in their industries. And Niti Agarwal, Priya Agarwal. So all those people were having big hearts. They wanted to, they were okay to spend money for their health, and they were ready to take action. So those were my clientage, and they, what they refer me to their offices. Most of them, they were CEOs, or they were owners of their offices. So they started giving me corporate yoga also, because they could see the change in them, and they could see my contribution in yoga's contribution in their lives. So they invited me to take over the classes. So from there, my journey just started. And I was at a place where now I was telling people that, hey, if you have these issues, I can help you. So issues were like stress, obesity, sinusitis, constipation, anemia, fatigue. So these were my personal testimonials. Like I healed myself, completely healed myself out of these issues. So there was one opportunity which was given to me, wasn't was a training for trainers. So it was training for school principals, so that they can learn from me and they can implement it in their schools. So that had given us the opportunity to go to Sanic School, Jumri Talaya. So in my school time, I used to listen to radio and Hindi music and Vivid Bharati and Yuvan. So in Vivid Bharati, they would mention Jumri Talaya se, Jumri Talaya se. So they would say call name Bablu Pinky, Ramaya from Jumri Talaya. And I so wanted to visit Jumri Talaya that time. So this wish had come true in, say, 2006. So we went to Jumri Talaya for 15 days. Royal treatment was given to us. And it was like they were 250 people in the class, and I was conducting the class, and I could pour the same attention, same love to each and everybody. I would know their name. I had their written testimonials. And one of the teacher, because that class happened in the end of August, I missed Rakhi that time because my passion to contribute was more than I'm so connected with my brothers, but I missed Rakhi that time. The festival Rakhi, um, which is for brothers and sisters and anybody who can protect you and promise you that I am here to protect you. And it's vice versa. So now, so I went there, and September 5th, Teachers Day, one of the teacher came to me, and she did my class for a week only. And she had a problem of ankle since years and years. And she gave me a gift that, and I was like, so young that time in my 20s. And I was like, okay. So half of the time I was like, I couldn't believe that the testimonial she left for me, that her ankle pain gone completely. And when some yoga teacher make weird claims like this, it was weird to me. Now I get that it wasn't weird at all. It is not. You can heal your soul, you can heal your mind, you can heal your body with yoga. It is so complete, and yoga brings the balance to you. So she left a testimonial to me, that for me, that her her ankle, the foot is completely cured. And coming out from somebody who was in pain since so many years, I was like, I am gifted, it's divine, and God has sent me, because I had no clue how that happened. And I started digging deep into this science. It's science because now science is like, you study and then you prove, and then you research and then you prove it. In our, like, from where we are coming from. So we follow without asking questions, because we trust. And everything which has come to us, Ayurveda, yoga, has come at the supra-conscious level. And we believe that we are spiritual. And when I came to Canada, I started coming to know that there are many cultures which has the same belief, that we are something beyond this physical body. And from there, my journey as a genie started. So that Yogini has now become your genie, your genie. So ask and it is given. Our potential, like human potential, our physical potential, mental, emotional, spiritual potential is so big, so vast that we can create anything, period. Yeah, there is a structure that how would you do that? Like thinking about one thing this time and then thinking about another thing other time and then thinking about way other thing another time. So what you're doing, you're changing direction all the time. So, for example, if you're sitting in a restaurant and menu is there, now you cut certain items because now you're knowing that how much can you have? Like there is a limit to that. At one point of time, you can have one thing or four things or 10 things, and you can taste a bit from everything. Now, if you're changing your mind after every minute or after every half an hour or an hour, so the item is already being processed, and right when it's about to come to you, you change your mind and you say not this now, something else. So it will take more time. Every time you're making a wish, you're seeing the menu and you're saying this, wait for it to come to you, because now the chef, the universe, or your coach, or you yourself is on the way to create that for yourself. And sometimes we say that it takes time. No, sometimes it's already ready, and then before you came to the restaurant, the cook has already prepared it, or maybe you have called them a night before that I'm going to come at 11, so they have started preparing it 10 for you. So as soon as you come, everything is ready for you. So now you're seeing that preparation is needed. If you're that prepared that you can call universe, hey, I need this right at this time, and I am coming. So even then there is a planning needed, there is a preparation needed. Exactly there, me and my healing can help you. And I've been helping so many people. I've been helping people with access. So whatever help I'm giving to others, I have actually given to myself. That Priyanka needs this and let us create it. So my weight loss, my getting rid of so many ailments, which I mentioned. I had sinusitis, I had constipation for some time, yes. And whenever you are not able to change anything, you're not able to let go, even mentally, you're constipated. I was constipated with so many thoughts that people are certain way, and I would see them in a specific way only. So I was constipated there. And the reflection of that was in my body. No wonder. Surprises, surprises. Surprise, surprise. Yes. So now there is no surprise. I can see a relationship between mind and body. I would always say that yoga is holistic, mind, body, soul. But what I was doing is at physical level for a couple of years. Then the journey went inside, and then I went more deeper and more deeper. And then I started attracting so many other modalities like access consciousness, healing, and coaching one on one. So there are so many tools, those are magical. And we have to say the spells, we have to plan that what exactly you want, and then wait for that to appear. And be prepared, be ready, be receptive to appear that, to let that appear in your life, let that happen for you in a very realistic way. So with that, I'm complete. I showed you what my journey was. Maybe in upcoming live videos, I will share more with you that I was somebody who's skeptical, technical, electronics engineering, then call center job, would would believe in doing too much. Now have become somebody who is enjoying ease, peace, joy, glory, and creating that for everybody who is looking for it and ready for my contribution. So if you know somebody who would be ready for a weight loss, for relaxation, whereas it's a ease at your mental level, weight loss where it's ease and balance at your physical level, or maybe you're ready for your spiritual journey and want some accountability buddy that, hey, will you accompany me? Whichever is your possibility, I'm here. And what we'll do, we'll set up a call, and maybe till when, till the time you're ready for the call even, keep coming to my free sessions, which I announce generously. And I love to contribute. And that's all. This is what I wanted to share today. And yeah, I'm ready to contribute more. So now I will check the comments here. What and la la la. Okay. Nice. Great. So those who are watching the recording, you can let me know how this session went for you, how the sharing went for you. And yes, I'm here to contribute, and those who are ready, I'm saying that again and again. So for it now, we have come to the end of this live. Thank you so much for putting your love and being generous. Thank you. Okay.